What's happening? What's happening? Third war was popping. Um, I gotta just get into this concept where, oh yeah, subscribe to that trend, right? A lot of what's going on, especially with black men. You see brothers talking. I got online. I was looking, and you saw brothers talking about Kwame Brown, and his response. I even saw Charlemagne apologizing, which was cool. I saw brothers talking about. I saw Hammer. What's up, on computer geek? Ron, what's poppin'? You know, talking about once again Kevin Samuels and Tommy Sotomayor. It's like, and then I started thinking about this. Started mulling over in my head. I'm like, a lot of what's going on is for entertainment purposes, right? I'm gonna say that. Careless, what's happening? What you see is black men entertaining you to give you information. Because without the entertainment value, or if anything that you would call toxic masculinity or a hint of dysfunction, you are not gonna get the message. And a lot of times, I've come to realize over the years that it's not that we're dysfunctional, it's that you're dysfunctional. And the only way you're able to hear something actually progressive or that helps your life is we got to talk to you in a language that you understand. And some people are like, wait a minute, what do you mean? Well, because you want, if black men say something to you, like if you get a black man, sometimes a black woman, but predominantly a black woman, white woman, Hispanic man, Hispanic woman, Asian man, Asian woman, uh, Arab man, Arab woman, all of that. You put them all in a room. They all can say the exact same thing. But you'll listen to the other people when they say it. They don't have to be over the top. They don't have to be in your face. They really don't. But if you say it, I'm not listening. But if you get over the top, then it's, if a white guy yells in your face, then it's okay, 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 yes, sir. But if a black guy got to get in your face, it's like, somebody call the police. And it's like, wait a minute. But you listen to the white guy immediately, but you won't listen. You'll listen to the black guy. Poke dog, thanks, fam. Thank you. But you don't listen to the black guy immediately. You buck the black guy, try to disrespect him or embarrass him. And then when you leave and you go home, you go, you know what? He was right. And it's like, oh, this is what we doing, huh? This is what we doing. So people don't take into consideration something very, very simple. We have to be dysfunctional for you to listen. A lot of y'all don't want to get into, the whole hip hop mantra. You know what I'm saying? Man, thanks, fam. Thanks. Shout out to London. I feel for the sister that got shot in the head too, man. Like that's not cool. That's not cool. You know. But thank you, fam. Shout out to the UK. Appreciate you, Cameron. Like, so now we're at this point because I remember one of my favorite lines was CeeLo Green. I think that was the Art of Noise. Is that the Art of Noise album? But he was like, his line was, or is that Closet Freak, first album? But he was like, I gotta lie to you, but make it sound fly to you. That's how you gonna listen. So when I see this, I'm thinking to myself, okay, if I rap it to you and I tell you I killed somebody, you'll listen to me give you advice on investing. If I rap it to you and I tell you that I'm a dope dealer, you'll listen to me on having some type of business acumen. But if I'm a businessman who actually tells you, see, you listen to Jay-Z, but you won't listen to Steve Stout. You see what I'm saying? Who's Steve Stout? Would you listen to Kevin Liles? Who's Kevin Liles? So this is the concept that goes wrong. I have to be dysfunctional for you to listen. That's what this is about. And it's not it's my fault for having to play into it for you to listen in the first place. But it's your fault for having to be that in the first place. Because, hey man, why do I have to do this? I remember watching an interview with 50 Cent, and he had a hat, baseball, ball cap, t-shirt, chains, jewelry, having a conversation. And the guy asked him a question. He said, I get it. I'm wearing this stuff. Like if I was in a suit, you wouldn't ask me this question. Or if I wasn't black, you wouldn't ask me this question. Because I'm dressed the way I am, that makes you assume that question is reasonable when it wasn't. And I see it all the time when I'm looking at, guys talk about, men and women talk about black men, especially in the manosphere. Like, it's funny how it really doesn't matter how we say stuff. All that matters is you're looking to get offended. That's it. That's just the bulk of it. Exactly. Like that's what is going on. You're looking. We have to say something to offend you for you to go, huh? Because everybody's looking for a struggle. So I got to be dysfunctional. Hey man, it's on New Era caps. But when you go on the football ones, they have a football one with the state logo on it. So I ain't gonna get a Texas one third one. I ain't finna do it. But what winds up happening is you got a situation where now we're at this point that guys will talk to you and I gotta cuss at you. Because a lot of y'all don't realize, even when you're watching YouTube, some of the people that you like the most, sometimes they just go off. And y'all are there and y'all like, why are they going off? Well, because we know y'all well enough to know. I'm a content creator. I know y'all well enough to know y'all like people going off. That's what y'all listen to. Y'all like people putting other people in the title and talking about other people and hoping that a beef will ensue. That's what y'all like. And you can say, all these guys are crazy, this, that, and the third. And you hear the guys in the space talk about it. Like, if I'm talking about something that can help your life, you're not going to show up. But if I talk about drama, if I talk about something that could possibly be a fight or possibly be an internet beef, you right there. Yeah. And then we can learn a lesson from that, right? And that's what I mean by, this, what black men think about having to be dysfunctional for you to listen is you're stupid. Like, if I have to cut up for you to listen, I'm not the one with the problem here. I've just identified you got a problem. It's no different than when people go to church, right? What's up, King? It's no different when people go to church. The pastor knows I have to hoop and holler to get you to listen. Now, the interesting thing is, to be masterful at it, you got to hoop and holler and give the information. But if you don't feel like giving information, all you got to do is hoop and holler. Like, I used to go to this church. And one day, I told the story before, but y'all probably don't know about it. One day, Al Sharpton came to the church to preach. What's up, American Indian? One day Al Sharpton came to the church to preach. He was talking, just talking. And and Al Sharpton was actually talking some real stuff. But the church was like, yeah, that's real. That's real, Al. That's real. And Al Sharpton looked around. He's like, oh, it's like that? Well, I got the talk and he stopped talking real stuff and just started hooping and hollering. Didn't say a doggone thing. And then the church, I feel the spirit. I feel the spirit. Oh, I feel it. And I'm looking around like, I ain't coming back here. I've been coming here for a while, but I ain't coming back. Because he recognized, oh yeah, okay, I got I got to turn on the shenanigans for these people. They want a show. They don't want anything but a show. It's like, oh, okay, this is what we doing. Now, then you turn around and you get mad at brothers who give you the show that you want, and then you saying, well, I'm not being fed information. And here's the issue. Brothers looking at it like, well, let's just do the numbers. It's kind of, this is why I brought up rap earlier. It's kind of like rapping about dealing drugs and conscious rap, right? Well, where the record sales go to? Man, I wish I would, we could get more people like Common and De La Soul and Slum Village. We should have more J Dillers in the world, Oh my God, what happened to the Tribe Called Quest? Well, let me explain what happened to them. You didn't buy the albums. That's what happened. That's what happened. You didn't rock with them like you wanted to. But the guy, I'm a killer, I'm a shooter, I'm a dealer, I'm a killer. You, I'm in there early. I gotta get it. That new album, I'm a killer. Oh, it's the one. You got your kids listening to it. Now the kid in the backseat, I'm a killer, I'm a killer, I'm a dealer, I'm a killer. It's you. Truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense. But I sold 5 mil. I ain't been rhyming like common sense. Because people know it's you. Brothers know how dysfunctional you are. So it's like, why shouldn't I should just be dysfunctional and get paid, and I'll do some good things on the back end. And people go, wait, what? And then people turn around and say, well, you're not doing right by the community and you're not doing right by the culture. Brothers know. It's hard to do right by the culture by just doing right up front. You never considered that? The culture hasn't done right by Malcolm X, nor Medgar Evers, nor Martin Luther King. The culture ain't done right by them. Am I lying? They were the leaders of functionality and trying to do things the right and honorable way. So we haven't done right by them. So then you have people who, and I've talked about, we get mad at Al Sharpton. We get mad sometimes we get mad at Jesse Jackson. We get mad at Black Lives Matter. But here's the issue. If they were just stand-up people, you wouldn't rock with them. And see, brothers know this. Brothers know this. Like, 50 Cent, get rich or die trying. Yeah. Okay. So what if he said, I'm just trying to get rich, my brother? Nah, it wouldn't have done well. It wouldn't have done well. You can catch me at the L.A.R. No, that wouldn't have been a song. That wouldn't have been a hit. That wouldn't have been a hit. So it's like, oh my God, what's happening, Maurice? Like, y'all don't comprehend this for some odd reason. And then people are like, nah, man, that's not true. Give us another chance. We're not right. Well, why don't you give us something that'll make us, give us something that'll inspire us? Brothers like, man, you know who I used to love watching? E.T., Eric Thomas. And he's like the epitome of that. C.T. Fletcher, he love watching him. Because it was all motivational, right? It's all inspirational, but it was all in your face. It was never really like just do this. Like, I watched Charles Glass videos. I don't know if some of y'all, Charles Glass was a bodybuilder. Like he was basically Dexter Jackson's trainer for a while. But Charles Glass was a bodybuilder. When you see him, he doesn't look like he used to be a bodybuilder because I think he had he had cancer. I think colon cancer or something, but he beat it. So shout out to Charles Glass. But he can get you right. He can get you swole. He can get you cut. But he talks like real chill. Like, look, man, just see how you do this exercise? You do this exercise, you're going to get these type of results. You got to use your brain. You got to do this type of thing and this type of thing. And it's like, oh, wow. But when you see C.T. Fletcher, I command you to grow. You must grow, you motherfucker. And then that's the video. That's viral. Kid, what's happening, Gravity? You know, oh man, he was yelling. You see Eric Thomas all in your face. That's what I'm talking about. You got it. And then yeah, I'm inspired. And it's like, no ish. No ish. Because that's what you need to listen. Oh, it makes me really feel like it motivates me to get up and do something. If I gotta yell at you and cuss you out to motivate you, I'm gonna explain what that is. You are lazy. You have no drive. I gotta cuss you out to make you mad enough to find your drive. I gotta get in your face to make you mad enough to get mad at me so you can find your drive. You know, what's up, Astro Knight? Like, this is what I appreciate that, Kid Gravity. You working out here. Don't think I don't see Playboy. You know. So this is where we at with it. So you think guys are being, why these guys are being dysfunctional? Well, that's the language that you understand. That's the language that you get. It's very much so similar, and this is why I like using music as a reference, because the years will go by when we would go out, we'd go out and we'll listen and the music will be playing and the girls will go, I just listen to the beat. It's like the beat is slamming, but you dancing to the words. Bounce your left cheek, bounce your right cheek, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, put your booty in there, you do all the words. I just listen to the beat. You sure know how to follow instructions if you just listen to the beat. But then if somebody's, play a nice song, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Nah. And then I don't know why I can't find somebody that's nice and peaceful. That's not what you listen to. That's not what see, because the music gets into your subconscious. When you hear people listening to old school music, it's like, and you see the difference. I used to like going out and I'll pick a person up and I'll be listening to music and they be like, listen, how you listening to that? What you want to listen to? I'm going to shoot it in your face? That's what you want to listen to? Oh, that's my jam. No, player. And then they're on 10 all the time because dysfunction is what they listen to. And then they get caught up. Like I remember going out and chick wanted to go out. And she wanted to go to the hood spot. I don't know why, but we go out. It's a shootout in the parking lot. Chick gets shot in the side. She lay on the ground. And I'm like, hey, listen. Stay woke. Stay cognizant. Chill out, put some pressure on it. Don't freak out, because if you freak out, it's gonna make it worse. Just lay there. And the girl just got, I'm like, okay, I just left. I said, you know what? Okay, let the girl freak out. If she freak out, her adrenaline gonna start running and she gonna start bleeding more. But whatever. What's up, that way? Like, so then it's like, but if I came over there, you better do this. Okay, daddy. Now I wound up smashing that girl that night, but that's a whole nother story. But I ain't talked to that night because I'm like, why you want to go somewhere where it's a shootout? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you what this spills over into. You got a lot of black people who actually whose parents are from the hood, whose grandparents are from the hood, but they're not. So now when you see all these made up struggles is because you see people creating dysfunction in their life so they can say they survived some type of struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? I survived this, that, and the third. You put yourself in that position though. So now, have you ever been around, those kids who they come up in a nice environment, but they just gotta be hood. They just gotta be in the streets. They just gotta want to be a gangster. They just gotta want to be a drug dealer. It's like, bro, why? So that they can say, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because what winds up happening is when they really get themselves in some stuff, they have a breakdown. So it takes for them to put themselves in a position they shouldn't be in, get there, then you realize, I don't want to be in this situation. And then if you survive, you and then you go around, I survived, man. I survived the struggle. I was in the streets. You had no business in the streets. Your family, what? You had no business in the streets whatsoever. You didn't come up in that type of environment. I don't understand what you're doing. You went slumming on purpose, you know. Right. It just doesn't even make sense. So now you got people looking at it like, oh, okay, this what we doing? This what we going? You know, Tobacco Road by Lou Rawls. You know, that's where we're at. So now the reason I got to get into it because it's kind of hilarious that I've seen so many people in my lifetime blow good opportunities because they wanted to be chastised into getting on the right track. You're like, what? Yeah. I've seen people, you know, somebody really got to get at you to make you get on the right track. You fucking this up. You stupid. You blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm gonna get it together now. I'm gonna get it together. It's like, I don't know why I'm behind other people. Because you always have to have a reset of somebody cussing you out to do what you're supposed to do. See, people who are really about getting better and progressing in life, they're self-motivated. They don't need a 20-minute, 30-minute, 40-minute, hour lecture. They don't need to get in a fight. They don't need to get cussed out. They don't need to get beat with a belt. They don't need none of that because it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. It's like, man, I could be spending that time you yelling at me actually doing stuff. What's up, Sister George? Like, this is where we at. But you gotta get that stern, crazy talking to go, okay, I got it. And then it's weird because you hate the guys who talk to you crazy, but you don't hate the fact that they gotta talk to you crazy to do what you're supposed to do. It's kind of like when we talk about parenting. You know, a lot of, I don't like my dad. Why? My dad was always on my head. So now that you're grown, what are you saying? You know what? I needed that. I really needed that. I didn't understand it then. I didn't understand why they was on me like that. I just don't get. I was messing up. And it's like, what? So are you not mad at your dad anymore for getting at you like that? Well, I still got kind of beef because he shouldn't have treated me like that. Bruh, you still do stupid stuff. Like this is what it is. You still do stupid stuff. You know, same thing with people's mothers. My mother was always, my mother was looking back at it. My mother was abusive. No, your mother just got tired of you being stupid. That's what it was. Don't mistake an abusive mother for you being a stupid child. And somebody having to talk to you like you stupid. To go, I'm not stupid. I'm not crazy. I'm not making dumb decisions. No, I'm not. And then go, I shouldn't have did that. That's how bad it is, man. Like we're at a point where people don't really have time to be cussing at people, cussing people out and just throwing people under the bus because you don't know how to get your stuff together. That's what it is. My bad, y'all. Like it's so bad. Like when we talk about homosexuals, they're having sex with women so they can have a place to stay. That's what they're doing, right? They're having sex with women so they can find a place to stay. But they always getting kicked out. Why? And what makes them get it together at some point? Getting kicked out. They keep doing stupid stuff. I shouldn't be taking your car to see somebody else while I'm living with you. It's like I hate to say it this way. Y'all like the R. Kelly songs, and it resonates with you, but it's a melodic song about you being dumb. I shouldn't have cheated on you. I shouldn't have your mama. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. You shouldn't like him because that of your mama. Oh, I shouldn't like him. I shouldn't like him. And then somebody come out with a song. That's why you stupid. I ain't like that. It's like, yes, you are. Because what winds up happening is as you get older, as a man, as you get older, what happens is, if you notice, men get older and they stop talking to people. Why is that? Because I don't want to talk to you because I'm tired of yelling at you because you're too old to be this stupid. That's what winds up happening. Man, little big name, what's popping? That's why guys, at first, guys are abrasive and they're yelling at you and they telling you this, that, and the third, because they know I can't just talk to you regular because you so far gone, you need me in your face to listen. And then after a while, it's like, you know what? I'm done talking, man. You stupid. And then people get upset. People get offended by that. Because then it's like, I can't believe you giving up on people. Giving up? How you? If I got to go off on you, if I stop going off on you, I'm giving up on you. But have you ever considered the fact maybe you gave up on yourself because you always need to be yelled at? I'm just saying. Like when people start actually being honest with people, it goes, oh my goodness. Yeah. What's exactly, Astronaut? No, what's pop? Like this is where we at. And y'all don't think about it like, it doesn't make sense. Like I love the show Power, right? I used to love Power. But Tariq's character, it reminds me of this type of situation. Dad doesn't want you doing this, but you just got to be so bad. Now you got yourself in all these situations, and now you like, I got to figure it out. I got to figure it out. I got to do this. I got to do that. I'm trying to get it together. Like, you put yourself in a situation you never had to be in. You know how far ahead you'd be in life if you wasn't acting like a dummy? You know how far? Do you know how far? No, not really. But let me get back to the ideology. I'm Snuggles. What's up, Snuggles? No. Snuggles, I'll be working. I upload 4 videos a day, Snuggles. I just don't do as many lives. That's all. Because of my work schedule. That's it. But I appreciate you. This is where we're at. So now, would you say, KC? Honesty and truth is politicized. Yeah, a lot of people who were woke. Oh, you woke? Yeah. When did you become woke? Because when I hear people talk about woke problems and woke issues, they sound stupid. Like people are making up terms that make no sense. I'm woke now because we have to do the trauma and the oppression of people's violent words. Violent words? What? Are you grown? Are you grown? Like, the sticks and stones might break your bones, but words will never hurt me. Those kind of words that are violent, like you getting 2-pieced by words now? Like, you hit me with a statement. Like, no. Stupid. Woke 5 broke. What's up? Like, this is where we at now. And then when people say, you know what? Let me pivot a little bit. This is why when people in our community say people are real or being real, they got to be real abrasive. That's authentic. Because that's the only language that most of us understand. We understand abrasive as authentic. I can't tell you 2 + 2 is 4. Just like, look, 2 + 2 is 4. That's not real. That's not authentic. But if I go 2 + motherfucking 2 is motherfucking 4, you stupid mother. That's real. You saw that boy real. God damn, that boy good. Damn, damn, that boy good. It's like, okay. Right. And, people go, well, what's the difference? The difference is one person, and if it was two different people doing that, if it was a person not being abrasive and a person who was being abrasive, don't get it twisted. Both people know that going off works, especially if you black. Both people know going off work. What's up, Tom? Nurse and nerd, what's happening? I keep doing y'all thing. Like, this is how, and y'all think, oh, this person is being a lame because they're not going off. No, that person is looking at y'all like, I could give you the key to life right now. Like, let me explain it to you. A lot of people are Christians, right? The Jesus that was creating miracles, y'all ain't gonna like him. The Jesus that was flipping over tables, that's the Jesus you like. So what do I say about, wait. What do you say about it when people think you don't look masculine enough to even have a masculine conversation? But that's part of the issue. Like, look masculine enough. Oh, y'all about to be animated? Oh, hey, don't do it. Don't do it. But that's part of the abrasiveness. Like, you're not a man. Like, the idea of somebody saying, and what I'm about to say is I'm going to say it in a way that people don't like to hear it. What being a man in our community is somebody who looks like they're a shooter person. And most people who are shooters can't fight. Let's just be honest. So even the people that we consider the most masculine are really, really soft. Like, a lot of people who was in the streets and who've been around people in the streets know that most of the guys you consider gangsters are guys who are scared to fight somebody because they can't. That's what that is. That's why all the guns came out in the first place, because motherfuckers was nervous. That's why people, I shoot you. I'm about that. I know you about that. Because if I hit you in your mouth, you're going to cry. So when people say this person isn't as manly as I think, they don't look like they'll kill somebody. When I was coming up in Chicago, I used to hang out, like, all my friends is in gangs on the left and the right side. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put out the gang names. I ain't Kevin Garnett. Shout out to the, Kevin Garnett had a Hall of Fame speech. I was like, hey, dog, you Steve? Bruh, wait. But what winds up happening is, what's up, Dion? Omega, what's popping? It's one of these situations where they're like, people think it's hard to kill somebody. And actually, no, it's not. All you got to do is pull the trigger. That's it. You ain't even got to, you could hit a lucky shot. You got people who pull the trigger, killed the wrong person and is walking around like they're a killer. Now, of course, they're going to go through the mourning period where they going to pray to God, they're going to cry about it, and they're going to feel like a piece of ish about it. Of course, they're going to do that. And then they're going to get over it, and then they're going to go out acting like they did something. But then, you're not going to meet people who actually, with their bare hands, take the life out of your eyes. You're not going to meet that. You're not going to meet that. Like, that's what you go to prison normally, or you go to the military, or you meet somebody who's really about that life like that you're going to meet that. So a lot of this, guys aren't masculine. Look, just because I wear, like me, just because I'm wearing a t-shirt, a fitted cap, and some jogging pants, well, not some shorts right now, that don't mean I'm more masculine than the person in the suit. That just means we dress different. I remember having that conversation with a good female friend of mine. She was she had went to a strip club, and they had a guy there looking casual, button up shirt, slacks. And a guy had a ponytail, like, when brothers slick their hair back because they got a fro and they got like a ponytail or whatever. One of them kind of guys, right? And the guys in the strip club was talking crazy to the guy because he looked soft. And she was like, she thought he was soft because he was dressed so chill like that. She said, man, this guy beat the brakes off of them guy. It was blood everywhere. And the guys who were making fun of him were just laid out, cut up, lumped up, bleeding. And it's like, and I was like, of course. Like, what y'all think a person couldn't fight because he has a wardrobe like that? Like, that's stupid. Like, that is completely idiotic. Cynical, what's popping? You know, it's a, tell him again, Omega. You know, right. It's exactly. A lot of times people are, the alpha talk is just is sometimes it's more of a act than a real thing, because even guys who are alpha, if that's how they talk, that's how they talk. But if they're guys who aren't alpha and who are like Oscar winning alpha actors, they know this is what you're gonna gravitate to. So if I look what part you think I look, and I talk the way you think I should talk, Alvin should talk, you're gonna listen, because you're gonna assume this, that, and the third. And it's like, that's not real. Like, alpha is in the action, it's not in the appearance. But we get those two things twisted. What's up, Alexander? We get it twisted. Like, alpha is in appearance. You know, alpha is action. You know, you alpha when you can actually, when you're the leader of getting things accomplished. That's what an alpha has always been. A leader of a bunch of people who go to get things accomplished. You know, you got guys who look like, who know what a leader's supposed to look like. That's what they try to do. That's the idea of, I'm standing tall and I'm chest back straight, chest up, speak real la la la, or speak real aggressively, like that's what that is. That's what that is. That's the premise. But and all intent purposes, alpha is the person they call on when they really gotta get stuff handled. Alpha is the person, like, if anybody knows what I'm talking about in this sense, when things go left in your life, and you might not even talk to this person all the time, but you call this person up when things go left because you need something fixed, that's an alpha. You know what I'm saying? When you need something handled, and you go, yo, I need you, da 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 da. And it's got to be something that needs to get done quick, needs to get done right, needs to get done efficiently. That's an alpha. That's who that is. And we, in our community, it's different. I'm the man. I'm the man. Okay, well, since you're the man, I need you to do the stuff that the man do. I ain't got time for that. We do the alphas like when two bears get together and the bears go, and the bear, I ain't gonna do nothing, you ain't gonna do nothing, but I'm gonna roar. We good? We walking off. Real alphas just pull up like, listen, man, let's get it. Hey, I ain't gotta be here all day. Let's get to this. Like if you think what I mean by the dysfunction brings, we know what you want. I'm gonna use a few people as a reference. Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. See, it's them going off that made people go, oh my God. They are all entertainers. They knew how to market themselves. They knew how to market themselves, especially in America, especially with our community and outside of our community, because it was the talking. People wanted to see, let's see if he could back it up. Let's see somebody shut him up. That's what that is. And then people get upset at the talking. See, they were alphas in action, and they learned how to talk. It was a difference. They knew how to get it done first, and then they, like Deion Sanders, alpha, because he learned how to dominate first, and he learned how to market second. Shaq, same thing. Michael Jordan, same thing. Kobe, same thing. That was the idea. That was the premise. I'm gonna talk crazy to you when I'm on your head, but I'm gonna get on your head first. Like I'm gonna let you know I'm on your, like Kevin Garnett, same thing. Like he be in your ear because it's all a talk. Like when you see people, like if anybody's played like sports, and if you go to a pickup game, you know who I can. And I don't even play basketball like that. But normally, same thing with football, same thing, most of the time with any sport. If there's a guy who shows up, he's in your face talking about how bad he gonna beat you up, he can't play. That's what that is. He can't play. Nameless was popping. That's what that is. He, his modus operandi is to get in your face and tell you, I'm gonna beat you up. Oh, I'm gonna kill you. You ain't gonna do that to me, or I'm gonna punch you in the mouth. You can't play. You ain't. So I already know I'm wiping you off the board. You ain't a threat to win. No way. No way. Because all you can do is run your mouth. You can't stop what I'm doing to you. You just gonna get mad. And then you'll get real mad and you're gonna try to do something dirty. And then when you do something dirty, and I still bust your head, you're gonna do a little something dirtier. And then it's gonna come a point where hey, make one more stupid move and watch I beat the brakes off you in front of everybody. And then you go, that's what I want. Like a lot of y'all, a lot of y'all don't understand like hockey. There's a guy on the team that's just the designated guy to fight people. And those guys are always nervous. Those guys get ulcers. Those guys get sick because their job is to fight somebody. And you win some, you lose some, but that ain't got nothing to do with the doggone game. They're just an enforcer. So now those guys kind of rotate in and out because Wayne Gretzky wasn't the guy that was fighting everybody. Mario Lemieux wasn't the guy fighting everybody. Alexander Ovechkin, I think it's Ovechkin. He's not the guy fighting everybody. And it's like, well, who is that? Jaeger, I think he wasn't the guy fighting everybody because they actually could do stuff. But the person that wants to be the enforcer has no skill. And the problem is, why I'm saying that a lot of us gravitate to people whose only skill is to talk crazy. Talking crazy has become a skill. And you tune in somebody talk crazy over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And it just wastes time. And then when it comes to a point where my life isn't where it's supposed to be, is because all you did was listen to blah, blah, blah. When I brought up the pastors, they used to have the sermons, and then you had the motivational speakers. They have their sermons, and you have buy my speech, buy my motivation, buy my program, buy this, buy that. But the people even making those know one thing for sure and two things for certain. You're going to buy it, and you ain't going to do nothing with the inspiration, and you're going to buy something else. That's what this is. Because it takes you less energy to get up off your butt and just do it than it does to keep motivating yourself over and over and over and over and over again to do nothing. Man, Roger, thanks, fam. Long live the habitual line steppers. But this is our community. This is how we get down. This is why people don't take us seriously. This is why, and I ain't talking about outside the community, I'm talking about inside. Because it's like, why am I going to listen to you? Because you're so emotional that you only hear me if I go off. You notice when people have this thing where what'd you say, Nameless? They can go, wow. Oh my God, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, hands become triggers. It's ridiculous. Now we in these situations where people go, I have an expectation of you. So now that I have an expectation of you, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to meet it? Are you going to exceed it? And then people fold under expectation. They fold under the pressure of expectation. And to meet that expectation, now I got to talk crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now I need a spark. Like people who need a spark, they take the spark and they run with it. Like to be petty is understandable. I can be petty. You know what I'm saying? Most people who have any type of competitive spirit can be very petty. But I don't need, they don't need you to talk consistently. They just need you to say one thing. They can make up that you said something. They be like, you know what? I'm going to give you the business. But other people, you need it over and over and over and over and over again. And it's like, what? Like, the thing about the Kwame Brown situation that's very interesting is this. If Kwame Brown wasn't cussing and going off and laughing about it, it wouldn't be entertaining to you. If he just was like, look, man, I played over a decade. I was the number one pick. I was number one out of high school. I've lived my dream. If I'm a bust, I don't know. My life don't say it. You people like, that's so lame. But he in that car, you when his mom was cooking, and you're, they killing him. He killing him. And it's like, yeah, he is. He is, but he know you too. He know this is what you listen to, this is what you respond to. See, he knows this already. And you act like you don't know it. Yeah, he definitely he unleashing him, rightly so. But him being nice about it, that gets overlooked. And it's like, okay, all right, this what we doing. And the reason I gotta take it, the reason I'm talking about this, one of the reasons is because it's the manosphere, right? And people have been getting on brothers in the manosphere for being harsh for years. And people have been getting on brothers like Tommy Sotomayor. He's not really in the black manosphere, but they've been getting on him for years. Why don't you say it differently? How come you can't say it a little more politely and not cuss and PG it for people? I think people would listen to the message if it wasn't so abrasive. He tried that. We tried that. It don't work. Same thing. And the Godfather, Kevin Samuels, he's not really abrasive. He's very stern, but not abrasive. But what's gotten people looking? He gonna tell somebody that they ain't all that. Like, so should he lie to you? But you know what? You 5'5", you 190 pounds, you a size 14, you average looking in the face, girl. You could get any man you want like that. Yes, you can. All these men who are high value men, they would love to have a woman your height, your size, your weight, that with kids by people. He would love to just give you all the money that he got, girl. Yeah. In your little city. Yeah. Sure would. Cause that's just you're spectacular for that. But the person said, nah, that ain't finna happen, player. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, okay. All right. That's what we doing. But you triggered by what? But you keep showing up because you looking at it like he gonna tell people something about themselves. Cool, keep showing up. I wanted to keep growing. But it also is the point of it is also obviously your family can't be honest with you and sit down at the table with you and talk to you. Obviously you didn't listen to your family when they said, hey, you're putting on too much weight. Hey, your attitude sucks. Hey, you can't keep going out and partying and expecting to meet somebody who that's not a party animal. Hey, you might want to, actually be a little bit more responsible. No. That ain't good enough. So now you did what you wanted to do so much that somebody actually got to get in your behind and embarrass you in public. Just like when you hear the guys coming out, you shouldn't go on that platform and let these guys, to let that man disrespect you. So when y'all talking to these young women and you know that they full of themselves and you know you can get over, because see, I already talked about this part, just why I talked about the lying part. A lot of y'all been smashing all of these big chicks and average chicks because of their egos. A lot of y'all been hitting these girls because of their egos. A lot of y'all been smashing these women in front of me. Hey, oh, Little Big L.A.R movement at Gmail, Little Big Nate. That's what it is. L.A.R movement at Gmail. Just hit me up, fam. That's all good. You know. And that's what's going on. You know, I don't get it. What did you mean? Why you think y'all say y'all can't find a man, but y'all can find sex? What do you think is going on? Guys, know, hey man, I got 2 ways to get in her drawers. Gas her head up knowing that she ain't like that because she want to hear that, or argue with it. If I argue with her, if I disrespect it, it's going to turn on. Because she going to think, oh, that man got a backbone. That man's a real man. But hey, what's your name? What's your name? Let me holler at you. Who are you? Man, give me your gut. Don't nobody want your ugly. No way. Forget all that, man. F you. Fuck you. I'm going to somebody else. That turned me on. And then he wind up getting it from the back that night. And you're like, I don't understand why this man is treating me like this. Why y'all think y'all get cheated on and y'all stay? He already got that. He already dollar wash was popping. He already know what it is. I'm gonna treat you. If I treat you like a queen, you're gonna think I'm soft and weak. And you're not gonna treat me like a king. But if I treat you like some trash, you're gonna respect that. You're gonna respect it. I'm gonna make him. You're gonna turn into what's that doggone show? Scandal. You have to earn me. The guy could be sitting there in his mind like, this stupid mother. Yeah, I'm gonna fight for you. I'm gonna fight for you. Yeah, I'm gonna fight for you, baby. I'm gonna fight for you after I smash my side chick and you get mad and you look at my phone and you want to see all the girls and you argue about it and I'm gonna just hit it from the back one good time. You're gonna be, you ain't gotta be doing me like that. It's like, oh my God, this is so easy. This is easy. This is too easy because you like the dysfunction. I'm giving you what you like, but I'm being blamed for it. That's basically what's going on. I'm being what you say I am, which is actually what you are internally, and you're attracted to you. I could fake it and it still be the same. It's just like when you see a guy who got a million tattoos and look real. Like I don't understand. Like to this day, if I see you with pictures when you making tough faces in the phone, I know you're not that tough. Because how many times you had to pose like that? I keep saying that. How many times you like what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you like, where is this coming from? You know, what's up, GG? But if you on the flip side of that and you're just really getting at it like that, like, yeah, I'm gonna just play you. I'm gonna just give you what you want to hear. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you raw and uncut, because that's what raw and uncut in the community is. Completely abrasive and over the top. You know, that's why people are still to this day quoting Madea, because the character was abrasive and over the top. That's why. You think of all like people quote Madea more than they do Malcolm X. That's why, you know, people like Denzel's character in you like Training Day and what is it, American Gangster, really more than you like Malcolm X and the Equalizer, because Equalizer wasn't a big talker and Malcolm X was like was the stand-up character. Like, you know, oh, that Training Day, the old man, you know, oh, I like like that. You like that. And even American Gangster, he wasn't really a big talker. He was a doer. You know, but you like that's the American story you like. Oh man, I'm gonna show you how to come up by dealing drugs and getting rich and making sure the community suffers. Oh man, that's the kind of man that the community loves. He's an entrepreneur. He's a go-getter. Like, oh my God, are you serious right now? You trying to tell me? What you basically telling me is a guy like Robert Smith is never going to be on the level of Frank Lucas. That's what you're telling me. Like Robert Smith. I'm talking about Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross. It's like, bruh. So you need the I might lose my life dynamic. I might get locked up for life dynamic to make sense. Like, it's like, okay, cool, whatever. And but you know, yeah, some think about it. When I think about the character Madea, it's just like an overreach. It's just a woman pulling out guns on people, running over, trying to hit people with cars, shooting at people. Like that's abrasive. You know what I'm saying? Like that's hella abrasive. Getting and trying to fight a little kid on the school bus at, at 50 something years old. That's abrasive than the mother. And people, that's what it is to me. It's abrasive. It's like this is what you have to listen to connect with. That's what we have to connect with. It's crazy, but that's what it is to me. Yeah, absolutely. Muhammad Ali has great interviews. It yeah, it definitely been this way for years and years and years. That's what sometimes I would think about it in the sense of I used to talk about like how I'm a music lover, right? And I say, okay, it's 2021. Even though people, I think, in the 80s probably made the best music, I think they made better music than the people in the 60s and the 70s. I think the 80s was the pinnacle of the music, just in my opinion. But I still love the 60s and the 70s. But I don't think Marvin Gaye could make it because it's not abrasive enough. I don't think Luther Vandross can make it because it's not abrasive enough. I don't think Whitney Houston can make it right now because it's not abrasive enough. I don't think Anita Baker can make it. It's not abrasive enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think Teddy Pendergrass could make it right now. Not abrasive enough. The music is so far ahead of everybody, but it just ain't, constantly they coming out with those type of songs. No, we can't handle that no more. Like Leave the Door Open is dope, right? But can you listen? But you don't want that from every artist playing all day long now. That's what's crazy to me. The Isley Brothers. Oh, I don't think I ain't listening to that. That's just soft. That's just weak. All that love music. That's just I don't think the message ain't abrasive enough. That's just how I look at it. I don't think how can I don't think KRS want to make it right now. I just don't. Yeah, the 90s was killer, but look at them 80s songs. You had to have a hit even if you was a one-hit wonder to get on. You had to. The 90s, you actually your second or third single might, that's when you might hit. In the 80s, it had to be hit immediately. It had to be hit immediately. So the only people I think that can make it nowadays would be Rick James. Rick James can make it because he's that over the top. When I came home last night, like, oh wow, oh he talking about you gonna give me this? Oh yeah, that's my jam. I'm like, he can make it. Michael Jackson saying rock with you ain't gonna make it, Playboy. Purple Rain ain't gonna make it, Playboy, because it ain't angry enough. It ain't angry enough. And we don't look at it that we look at it like, oh, because I can't even listen to current music, because it's like, and I might be wrong when I say this. I grew up in New Orleans, I grew up in Chicago, and I grew up in the DMV from the 80s to the 90s, right? And those were aggressive. They were very aggressive environments at that time. At that time, I was there when New Orleans was actually the murder capital and all that. Like I was there then. I was in DMV when it was really popping like that. You know what I'm saying? I was in Chicago in the 90s when it was when they say, you know, the crime rate went down the last 20 years, I was there when it wasn't. I was there when it was still for real, for real. So when I'm hearing these people make music now about all of their struggles, it's like, shut your soft up. Don't nobody want me. Don't nobody love me. Don't nobody. She don't want to do me. She won't break my heart. Shut up. Like, I don't want to hear your fake struggle, your high school girlfriend who didn't want you and now you want to kill somebody. That ain't real, bro. It just ain't real. It don't touch a heartstring with me. I mean, people were shooting outside of my damn house. I almost got arrested for walking out the front door because my block was so hot. Your struggle that you crying about on a record don't make sense. You know, it just don't make sense. Hey, nameless. I was a kid when they had. Remember when back in the day, all the boosters would buy stuff behind the fire station, late 80s. You know what I'm saying? And people don't realize, but back in the late 80s in DC, there's a fire station. And people are just, if you go behind the fire station, you can ask for a car, you can ask for a wash and dry, you can ask for clothes, you can ask for jewelry, and just come back, have the money and come back in 2 days. And I'm not playing. You can ask for a BMW. I want a BMW white with the peanut butter leather seats with the drop top. You know what I'm saying? Come back here with $5,000. It's gonna be here. And you know what? It was like that for real, like for real. You know. So, but now it's just like it's just we're hearing people be upset about things that just like. And this is what people are gravitating to because now it's abrasive. Now people being stupid is looked at as hard. Like NBA young boy getting locked up is stupid. That ain't hard to me. That's dumb. That's not somebody being a gangster. That's somebody being an idiot. You know what I'm saying? But people look at that. Oh man, that's brazen. No, that's somebody who's having a mental breakdown because they're F up. That's what that is. That's not being, you know, but people look at it as, I'm going to listen to that because that's real. No. That's like me getting on crack, breaking in people's houses because I'm on crack, getting 4 or 5 women pregnant because I'm on crack, and then going off and making songs about why the world is so messed up. And people go, yeah, that's crazy. But ain't on crack. Well, that's his drug problem. That's not, he did that to himself. Didn't nobody this wasn't forced upon him. He was just all on his own. Like it's stupid. But you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Exactly, man. It's like it's just crazy. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I gotta eat, man. I gotta eat lunch. But sometimes things cross my mind. I want to talk about them. I'm off all week, so I'm gonna go live a few times this week. So like, share, subscribe, or die. Trying y'all. Have a good one. Peace.